Hello YouTube. Bane666 here. As promised in my last video, here is part 2 of debunking the comrade. If you missed that video, link below, you might want to go watch it before this one. In it, as in this one, I debunk a feminist speech at a neo-communist conference.
Fui to fearless leader.
Fui.
Fui, fui, and double fui.
Boy, it's your language. It is a family show, remember?
Fui to families too.
Sorry guys, wrong neo-communist group. The one I am debunking is a group called Fight Imperialism Stand Together. Or FIST for short.
I don't know what fisting is, oh, but I know that I love you. We could try tonight if our fists are tight and our hearts are true.
Oh shit, sorry guys, I do not think that was their right anthem. I seem to be having technical difficulties today. Anyway, on with the show.
Rape culture has mentally warped us. How many times have you walked down the street and you are so scared shitless when someone walks by you too close? How many times have you all held your keys in your hand just in case? How many times have you crossed the street when you saw a crowd of men walking towards you?
Okay, where to start with this one? I would say that if you cross the street during the day, just because a group of men are walking towards you, then you are paranoid. There are not gangs of men roaming the streets, dragging women off, and raping them in broad daylight. On the other hand, if you are talking about the night, I can understand your fear. But not just because you are a woman. A group of strangers could be a potential threat to either males or females. It's true, they are less likely to rape a male, but statistically, males make up the majority of the victims of violent assaults, not to mention murders. Walking alone at night can be a danger to anyone. But should we only be fearful of a group of men? Link to the full article below, I recommend you all read it. So 4 drunk women beat the shit out of another woman, and all get suspended sentences. Must be the patriarchy.
How many of you been catcalled and harassed on the street? I have. And when I ignored them, they called me a cunt and a bitch and a whore. As if I had no right to reject them. I incurred their wrath for silently rejecting them.
Look, I agree that catcalling a woman is a stupid thing to do, and the immature assholes that do it should stop it. But I do have to question the claimed frequency of catcalling by feminists. I do not ever recall seeing it, with possibly the exception of a Friday or Saturday night in the city where a group of guys yell something out to a group of girls, and then the girls laugh and call something back. I have also seen the reverse of this where the group of girls have yelled something out to the guys first. I do not doubt that it happens. I can understand it being offensive to some women. But I just do not think it is as common as we are told by feminists, at least not where I live. If we are to believe the feminist version of events, then your normal, average woman going down to the local shops to get a carton of milk looks something like this.
Look what's coming!
Yo, baby, you look hot. But not that hot.
Very attractive for a woman your age.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see you stay home and not go out.
Woo!
I personally think of catcalls as the spam of the mating game. It pisses off the vast majority of recipients, as it's unwanted and annoying, but there will always be someone out there, the minority, that will respond positively, thus continuing the behavior. It's a numbers game, in other words. So any guys out there that do it, please stop, and to all the females that get catcalled, like spam, just ignore it. You are a strong independent woman after all, right? It's not a plot by the patriarchy, by the way, just shitty behavior from a small number of guys. Let's continue.
As if I deserved it. So, this leads me to believe that the treatment of women stems from the sense of entitlement that men are bred to maintain by our patriarchal society, through comments from their parents, pressure from their peers in school.
Oh, I see. You mean the same patriarchal-led school system that accuses male kindergarten children of being sexual predators for hugging their kindergarten teacher?
Depictions of aggression in the media without repercussions. There have been rape scenes in movies, but if a woman is shown pleasure in a movie, it's considered rated NC-17.
Amen. Yep.
Since when was pleasure worse than rape? Since when?
Wow, did she just claim that movies with rape scenes get a milder classification than movies with consensual sex scenes? I do not recall there being any rape scenes in kids' movies. Yes, movies with sex scenes, be they consensual or non-consensual, get a stricter classification. Not because of some Illuminati-like conspiracy against women called the patriarchy, but because of religion. But it's interesting that she would make this point, as would not many feminists see a consensual sex scene involving a woman as objectification. Anyway, have you ever wondered how the media treats the rape of men? You know, just for comparison.
What are you doing here?
I know. I'm going to be late for work. And it's all your bloody fault.
I mean, how'd you get in?
You invited me, Patrick.
No, I didn't.
Then why'd you leave the bathroom window open?
No. This isn't happening, not again.
It's like we can't keep away from each other.
Why am I tied to the fucking bed?
You know I don't like it when you swear, Patrick.
Untie me.
I've been thinking about what you said last night.
Steph, look, now I know this is no excuse, but I was fucker-faced last night, and I thought I saw a dinosaur in Clapham Common. So, it doesn't matter what I said. We can't see each other again. Ever.
Why?
It's just not a good idea, what with my commitment issues and your mental health issues.
I think you're right. A little break would do us good.
Really?
Just the two of us. We could go back to Rome.
We were never in Rome.
We can talk about this later.
Fucking-tastic. Is that dwarf autistic or what's its crack?
It's a child, Packy. Well, it does have a massive head, in fairness.
Listen, what constitutes rape?
What do you mean?
Like, what are the rules?
Broadly speaking, if you ride someone and they don't want ridden, you've raped them.
You better not have raped me last night, Packy. I'm serious.
Of course I didn't rape you. Didn't rape anybody. Steph raped me.
You stupid bastard. I warned you about leaving that bathroom window open, but would you listen? And now look what's happened. You've gone and got yourself raped.
Aye, right, Barrow?
You're Connor, you're a fucking dickhead.
Oh, right, grand.
Christ, I am in ribbons.
Really? I don't even have a hangover.
You don't get hangovers. You haven't been sober since 1998. You giant fucking ball bag.
Could everybody just not? Yeah, my head's banging and I've been raped, so...
Raped, were you? All right. How's it going?
Those scenes are from a comedy show called London Irish. The show's actually pretty funny. But if we are living in a rape culture that normalizes the rape of women, as feminists claim, why do we not see comedy shows with these roles reversed? Could you imagine a comedy show involving a drunk, bound woman, being raped by her stalker who has climbed through the open bathroom window overnight? Does anyone find that funny? And then afterwards her male flatmate could blame her for leaving the bathroom window open. Sound funny, anyone? If we lived in a rape culture that normalized the rape of women, would not those scenes be funny? Yet when those scenes involve a male victim, they are seen as humor. What does that tell you about rape culture?
That mind frame that they teach our sons is a horrible habit to break as an adult. It's horrible, and it stems from youth. And we're part of that generation. And this is not to say that men are not attacked. Not at all. This is not. Because I'm fully aware that men being called girls is an attack in itself.
Well, she had to go and do it. She had to go and get promoted from complete and utter moron to total and utter cunt. Seriously, she thinks the only way men are attacked is by being called girls? Wow, what can I honestly say to something like that? This is what happens when you drink way too much feminist poison Kool-Aid. I am afraid there is no hope for someone this far gone. And she has absolutely no idea how offensive she has just been.
Because you're taught to believe that we are lesser than you. In that one statement alone, that you feel you have to defend yourself against it.
Yeah, way too much poison Kool-Aid for this one.
But I guarantee you, we are much more than what we are depicted to be by this society. We're much more than that. And this next sentence, I don't want anyone to raise your hands, because it's a very personal question. But for the women who have been sexually assaulted, how long did it take you to walk out the house with a panic attack? How many times did you have to open the door to your house and then walk right back in because you were too scared to walk outside? How long did it take you to finally normalize yourself and your attitude towards society to walk outside that door and trust that you were not going to be violated? That is what a patriarchal society has done to us.
No, that is what a rapist has done to their victim. Not society, but a small number of individuals within that society. There is a big difference.
As a gender, how hard is it to walk down the street and not visibly twitch when too many men walk by? It takes a lot, doesn't it? And you have to even look more confident so that they don't see you as a weakling, because they prey on the weak.
So gangs of men are roaming the streets looking for victims to prey on? Yep, okay, got it.
And us women, we're far from weak. But the general depiction of us being weak makes us a victim.
Oh no, actually one of my biggest gripes against feminism, apart from its abundance of male hate, is its depiction of females as eternal victims of just about everything. Feminism is about as misogynistic as you can get. Trust me, I have many strong females in my life, and none of them have drank the feminist Kool-Aid. I would much prefer a world filled with women like Girl Writes What than a world full of Rebecca Watsons.
Every time we walk out the door. So, I assure you, for those who have been violated, I understand personally, you did not ask for it. As she discussed earlier, we don't ask for these things, but we have to deal, and we need to find sources. We need to find the opportunity for change. And it doesn't have to happen after the fact. It has to happen before the fact. And we need to change society for that to happen. So, in my point of view, the media has clearly waged a war against women for a very long time. They've over-sexualized us and our physical capabilities. And we have been nothing more than that in movies and TV, etc. Even in TV shows that make us look like we are something, we're always a sidekick, a counterpart to a male figure.
Yep, once again, bullshit. I debunked a similar claim in my last video about females in movies. There have been many shows with female leads. I am not going to list them here, but please feel free to list them in the comments section if you wish. Well, that's the end of part 2. But guess what? There is still enough left for part 3. That's going to be about sexism in music. Oh joy, shoot me now. I will try to get it done later this week. Stay tuned.